Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to the start of a new series slash redoing of an old series. So in this case, as you can see on the screen, we be at Gettysburg. Unlike the previous series, however, we are doing it on a slightly different scenario where the map is bigger and it starts a little earlier. So over here we are at Cashtown. And then over here we've got the likes of, where is he? I know where is he? There he is, General Early, up at Gettysburg. He will be naturally coming down this road, the Harrisburg Road, which eventually leads here to Blotcher's Knoll. And then up here we have roads along with Yule. So here we are going to, let's look at what I want to do. I am partial to following history for the moment. I will basically have Heath's division push down the Chambersburg Pike towards Gettysburg itself. Roads will naturally come down the Bendersville Road and the Mummersburg Road. You'll basically come down these two roads to set up around Oak Ridge. Early, when he arrives, will come down the Harrisburg Road to set up this area. It's when other forces arrive that's going to be the interesting part as we continue to look at our plans. So, I'm thinking Pender, when he arrives, he'll either come down the main road, down the Chambersburg Pike, or I could break him off. That's a long way round. But it would put him at a fairly decent spot, especially if he comes as far down as the Black Horse Tavern. He can then come up the Hagerstown Road. And attack Seminary Ridge from that side. We shall see, however. For now, let us do our first turn. At which point we will just basically order Archer's Brigade. So Archer is going to be in the lead. Naturally, he was the furthest forward. I'm thinking following Archer, other than, unlike historically, where it's Davis, I think I'm going to have Pettigrew following in behind Archer. Followed by Brockenbauer. Who will start to get ready. The reason I'm thinking putting Pettigrew next in the order of march is twofold, really. One, because of he's just a very chunky brigade, and 2, it would allow a real case of being able to push forward. Davis and his brigade, for now, so Davis's Mississippi Brigade, alright, the artillery continues to get ready. Let's have a look, see who Pender arrives in 40 minutes. So the lead elements of Pender's division. I could keep him coming down. Ooh, that might give me actually a better option. If I detach Pender, well, not really detach, but he, instead of strictly coming down the Chambersburg, he could cut ahead to Mummersburg and then come down the Mummersburg road and take up position where Rhodes historically goes. That's got some merit, to say the least. Hill can stay in Cashtown for the moment. Heath. Now, what do I do with Davis? Davis, I think, will come this way. With his brigade, he'll follow on from Pettigrew. And then Brockenbauer will bring up the rear with his very, very small brigade. So it will probably take me at least an hour to advance towards Marsh Creek and take up position. But we shall see. So, looking again at reinforcements, Lee does not naturally arrive until midday. General Anderson with Wilcox, Mahone, 10 p.m. on the 1st. Stewart arrives early morning on the 2nd. So he probably wouldn't arrive at the battlefield until early afternoon. Robertson's brigade of cavalry is at the rear. So Pickett again does not arrive until late afternoon, at which point it's going to be too late for him to take part in July 2nd, naturally. Triangulation field. So, I think, for the most part, with the Fredericksburg and the PD South Carolina artillery batteries being basically slotted in with Pettigrew and Archer's brigades, and then we'll have the Crenshaws, the Letchers, and the Purcell Virginia batteries. Then gonna slot in between Brockenbauer and Davis. Garnett's Battalion of Guns. Let's have a look-see at release schedules. 10 a.m. So in 5 hours. So in 5 hours, early Rhodes and Ewell can start marching. But so the question is, what happens between now and 10? We should see. But now, however, I think that is that. We will just have... My general plan is to advance towards Gettysburg. Shocking, I know, but being the hub of all the roads is sort of the easiest way for me to converge the army. Again, shocking precisely no one. From there, however, it's all to play for and all to run with. Because I've got the room to manoeuvre as necessary. So if I really wanted to, I could manoeuvre all the way round Wolf Hill. Because Wolf Hill is just nasty. It's a nasty mess. I do not want to go for Wolf Hill. But I can easily manoeuvre around Wolf Hill. So I can... Well, it's not so easy to manoeuvre around the southern end of the historical Gettysburg line. It's still doable. So, we shall see, however. I want to see if I can grab as much good terrain early. If I can prevent him from truly sort of digging in along the entire historical battlefield, we shall see. But for now, that is going to be that. So, I hope you are going to enjoy this new series. But until next time, this has been the start of Gettysburg once again. And I will see you all very soon. So, bye-bye for now.